Family, did you guys hear what happened Wednesday, November 12th? Look, I know it's small, but I believe this is one of the biggest things that people miss, right? When small changes happen in America, most people just shrug it off and say, hey, you know, it's just a penny, right? It's just a penny. It doesn't matter if they stop making it. So that's basically what happened Wednesday, November 12th, right? For me, it's nothing, but it's something super big. They are stopping the penny. They are not minting the penny. They are not there. This is a currency. This is something that was meant to buy certain things, such as small things, not nothing super big. This coin was used to buy gum, candy, snacks, and stuff like that, right? But now they are not making it anymore. But every small move is a signal, a warning, and a preparation for something bigger. The US Mint has officially ended the production of the penny, a coin that's been around for over 100 years. Think about that. A coin that is used to buy small items, right? Now it really means nothing to a lot of people. But I know for me and my understanding, I believe this is something that's very spiritual that's happening, and you got to get prepared, right? Let me ask this: this is the question for you? Is this the quiet beginning of the end of an empire? Right, guys? Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you have heard about this. Let me know if this is a big deal to you. Let me know if this is something that could cause bigger problems, right? So this is really important because it's so much inflation, right? Prices are going up. So why would anybody want the penny? You got to think about what's really happening right now. You really got to think about it. You got to use your discernment. You got to be wise right now and really think of what's really happening right now. So, guys, look, stay tuned. I'm gonna be kind of talking about my opinions, my thoughts about what's going on because this is very important. That this is something that people really needs to understand from a spiritual and a physical aspect. So, make sure you like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and look, let's get right into it. The penny didn't become worthless by accident, right? It became worthless because the dollar became weaker and weaker year after year after year, right? So, once upon a time, a penny could actually buy things. Now it costs more to make the penny than the penny is worth, right? That's not normal. That's not stable, right? That is decaying. That's a society, that's an empire that is decaying. You got to know, you got to look in the past, you got to look in history and how certain currencies and what they did with certain currencies and how that affected that empire or that affected the kingdom, that affected the society and the system behind it, the government, right? Because it's so much things going on right now. There's so many distractions, and then they kind of like throw this out, hoping that nobody will talk about it. But hey, you know me, I believe that this is very important. And if you are not in line with the Most High, if you are not spiritually in line and seeing how this from a spiritual lens, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, look, this is how empires fall. Every major empire follows the same pattern, right? Rising power, rising wealth, rising debt, declining currency, people losing trust in the government, collapse. Rome did it. Germany did it. Zimbabwe did it, and now the US is doing it. Strong nations don't eliminate currency. Only nations dealing with financial cancers do. Think about that. This is something that is literally happening in real time. And you don't know in real time until you look back. So just think about 5 years ago. Look back 5 years ago and think about the situations that you were in and how things came up and you didn't really know how to deal with it in that situation, in that moment, right? But you look back like, dang, I can't believe we went through that. The whole world, right? That was a big thing. I believe this is a big thing right here. Look, it's a signal. Inflation is worse than they ever can admit, right? If the economy was healthy as they claim, right? Why would the government stop producing its own money? Because inflation has destroyed the value of the dollar far more than the public realizes. If the penny is worthless today, what will the dollar be worth tomorrow? So, this is why it's important to travel. This is why it's important to know these other currency. This is why it's important to know these other, like, what's these other governments doing? What is these other superpowers doing? Because we see a fall of an empire in real time. And I'm doing this video to really try to wake some people up and plant this seed because it's happening in real time. And if you are too late, you're just gonna fall with the empire. Like what's happening right now is very important, and it's very important to be in a society or an environment or a good system, I guess you can call it, before you can't just pop up and be like, oh, I'm good. No, you got to go test that environment out. So this is why we say you got to, if you are thinking about moving, you better do it sooner than later. Like really, you better do it sooner than later, because it's not getting easier to move. It's not getting easier to travel. It's just getting worse and worse. So they're conditioning you for the next step, right? The penny is the first sacrifice. The nickel will follow, then a dime, then physical cash will be becoming inconvenient, expensive, or inefficient. Think about it. Think about it. And the end goal, a cashless society, as we see in real time, is really happening. It's like, whoa, like, do you really see what's happening? Please let me know in the comments. A system where every purchase is tracked, every dollar is monetized, right? Or monitored. Your access to money can be turned on or off. This is not conspiracy. This is not historical patterns. This is government behavior all around the world pretty soon. So this is why I believe, in my opinion, go to country. You have to know how these other cultures move. You have to know how local people move. You have to know how to move around certain countries, because it's going to be totally different from America. It's going to be totally different from the UK. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be totally different from these superpower countries where you or where you are now. It's going to be different. Put it like that. It's going to be something that's going to make you uncomfortable because you haven't seen it, you haven't dealt with it firsthand. And once you do, you just got to figure it out, right? And it's better to do it sooner than later, right? Really. Don't let them fool you. This is control. When you remove cash, you remove privacy, independence, autonomy, freedom. A digital society is easy to control. This is not about the penny. It's about training the public to accept less freedom and more oversight. Like you got it is really coming down to that. And I know I say this time after time in my videos. Everything takes time. And little things like this, I believe, is very important, where people need to understand, like, hey, hello, it's happening right now. Nations fall when they lose moral and economic strength. You got to think about it. Scripture shows us over and over again when a nation becomes proud, when a nation becomes immoral, when a nation forgets Yah, when a nation is drowning in debt, it collapses. This is prophecy we are watching. This is history. This is economic reality that is really happening right now. So you got to get prepared. This is not the end of the penny. This is the beginning of a new control. This is a beginning of something that is unraveling right in front of our eyes. Man, if you wait too late, you're going to be you're just going to be stuck. So what do we do? Because this is going to affect us too. It's not just you that I'm talking to. I'm talking to myself too. You got to know that. So this is not a video to scare you. This is a video to wake you up. As the dollar declines, as a system shifts, as the empire shakes, you need to become more sufficient, as I always say. Build skills outside the system. Focus on family. Strengthen communities. Reduce the dependency on the government. As I was just saying in my last video, like really, prepare spiritually, mentally, and financially, because while America is falling, you don't have to fall with it. You can literally be in an environment where just right here, I don't know if you guys hear the sounds. Somebody's clearing the land and start building a house. And I saw 3 houses in our neighborhood just being built. So I know in this environment, people are not stopping. They are getting ready. They are building. They're not stopping, right? But it seems like in America, everything is like slowly falling and going down. You gotta realize, like, man, it's places out here where you can go and still thrive and still live a life of abundance. You get what I'm saying? You can come here to Africa. You can come pick the right African country though. That's very important. So make sure you uh, look at the links in the description, because we do have that mature adult intensive. I keep saying it. That is coming up November 24th. And this is a intensive, this is a cohort where we really go deep into what you really need to know. This is the truth. This is something that, you know, we are passionate about, and we are trying to help our people achieve what they need to in a timely manner, and picking the right country. It don't have to be in Africa. It can be somewhere you're thinking about, but you got to go over your options. You got to see which one's the best. You got to have 2 options. You can't have 4 or 5 options. That's very confusing. You got to make it simple. So we try to make it simple, truthful, straight to the point, so you can have the best result. So you know how to move around if that's something that you need to do. You get what I'm saying? Because we are in a time where one place might not be it. So you gotta, hey, this place might be it. This might be a plan B. You get what I'm saying? So it's very important to know what's really going on, family. So the penny disappearing is not random. It's not meaningless. It's not a small thing. It's a sign. It's a warning. It's a message. The system you depend on is fading. Prepare yourself for the next chapter. If you found this helpful, share this, like it, leave your comments below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. But do you think this is the beginning of the fall of the US empire? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments where you are tuning in from. And if you guys enjoyed this video, share it with 5 people, at least 5 people. And I appreciate it. Like the video. And I will talk to you in the next video, because this is something that you need to know what's going on. So, shalom, family. Peace and blessings to you and your household. And look, it's time. It's time to really be serious. It's time to really dig deep and start to prepare to be self-sufficient, to be sustainable, to really know this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And this can be just your beginning too. So All praises. Shalom, shalom.